Hello everyone, welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I hope you're all doing well. Get nice and cozy with me as we're about to do a tarot reading for the collective. So let's have a look for the messages for the collective. What is it that the collective need to know right now? Okay, let's see. Okay, there's a card that just fell, hang on. So we have the Temperance card. It came out in the reverse. Alright, we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Fool card. The Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups. The Sun. Let's just get one more card, please, Spirit. Two cards. The King of Swords. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So the first thing I'll say is that if you're feeling a bit like me right now and you've got current back issues, then this would be a message to receive help from others, okay? A lot of you, like myself, are very financially sort of fruitful, abundant and stable, independent. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is someone who's very trustworthy, knows her worth. But I see here that there's been a lack of balance here. We have a major arcana that came out in the first two cards. So what I'm seeing here is that there has been a lack of reciprocity, a lack of balance, at least healthy boundaries for some of you. This could also entail, with the Ten of Swords, some sort of betrayal. All right, some sort of betrayal, some sort of affair even. The Ten of Pentacles is someone who has been hurt really, really badly and they're not going to get up anytime soon. So with the Ten of Pentacles here, I see that, sorry, the Ten of Swords here, I see here that there is pain, sadness and being stabbed in the back, possibly by either a King of Swords who carries an air sign energy, or the archetypal energy of someone who is very mentally focused. Their main kind of chakra is around the crown, but it's also around the throat. So this could be harsh words that were sent to you. Possibly I'm seeing you in the collective as the Queen of Pentacles, regardless of your gender. This is the feminine energy, right? So I'm seeing here there could be a masculine energy here who may have said some really harsh and destructive words, I'm hearing. So this is someone who may also be quite mature in age. This is someone who may be emotionally immature though. All right, so emotionally immature. I'm seeing here that there is an energy of someone who was saying their truth but may have come out in a way that was very aggressive, very manipulative, very judgmental, possibly very arrogant as well, okay? Gemini energy, Aquarius and Libra. Now this is a masculine energy. If you carry Capricorn, Virgo and Taurus in your chart, then this would resonate for you if this message does support your own personal intuitions about something. Maybe this is a reading where I'm clarifying that for you. So for some of you, you could have been in an experience where someone was giving you false promises here with the Nine of Cups. So someone who was kind of wishing you well as wanting to start a family, wanting to have a wish fulfillment energy with you, have a happily ever after energy with you here with the Nine of Cups, which also indicates good luck and happiness. But I feel like because it did come out in the reverse, a lot of these cards came out in the reverse, I'm seeing that this is an energy where you may have felt very disappointed. You may have felt very betrayed. You may have felt very pained, hurt, upset, unfulfilled, emotionally spent. I'm hearing you may have felt very lackluster. You may have even felt like your confidence had dwindled with this particular connection that maybe, you know, promised the world but gave you nothing other than a really painful ending. And maybe this painful ending was, I'm hearing scoperto in Italian means found out. There's a crow that says hello to me. This painful ending was found out in ways that, you know, was very underhanded. I see that, you know, this ending could have been dealt with in a much more peaceful and balanced fashion here with the Temperance card energy, Sagittarius energy here as well, if this resonates. We have the Fool energy here with Aries energy as well, and the Sun with Leo. Okay, so I feel like, you know, this could have just this turned into a complete tower moment. This turned into a complete disaster, and you are left defeated. You are left deflated. You are left upset, disappointed, and all of those things. I feel like this person was quite naive in love with the Knight of Cups. Again, very romantic, very kind of hopeless dreamer romantic energy, but not really someone who is stable, because the Queen of Pentacles is in need of a queen, is in need of a King of Pentacles, an equal. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is not someone that needs to be stabbed over and over again. No one should, actually, energetically, emotionally, physically. This really feels like emotional manipulation, emotional upset, emotional harm, emotional abuse, if anything. And I think that all you wanted, collective, was peace, quiet, and happiness. And that's just basically the bare minimum, really. So I feel like here with the Fool card as well, I feel like you're moving into a new beginning here. You're moving into a brand new chapter in your life. And maybe you're nurturing your own inner child here. You know, you're nurturing your sacral and solar plexus here with the Sun energy too. And you're nurturing your inner child, possibly even healing your inner child wounds, collective. So I see here that maybe this is something that you've always wanted as well on the outside, is starting a family, having that happily ever after. And I do feel like a lot of you are going to get it. But I think that in order to have those things that you're wanting, whether they are, you know, having a family, or whether it's just more stability in your life, where someone comes into your life to add to your life, to bring beauty, to bring harmony, to bring balance, to bring love, to bring romance, to bring truth, to bring honesty into your life, and to bring loyalty in your life. It will happen, but I feel like there's some sort of imbalance here, and I feel like maybe you're now realizing, maybe even in this reading with me, that you were over giving in a connection, or maybe this is coming from a situation where you learned from a parent, maybe a mother or a father in your life, who, you know, they were quite sort of tough love, and maybe you didn't receive the sort of unconditional love that you needed to get as a child, and so you therefore go towards connections where there is emotional avoidance, where there is kind of isolation energy in the relationship or the connection, whether there's a lot of tit for tat, a lot of arguing, a lot of defensiveness, and all you're asking for is to be loved. Now, I think the real main thing is that all of you already know is that in order to be loved, you got to love yourself first, and you got to nurture yourself first. And I myself am someone also that understands this very, very deeply. You know, I think particularly women, we've been programmed in society to overgive. But maybe this is also coming from a place of control, particularly for those of you who have earth sign energy in your zodiac chart, Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus. So maybe this is a lesson or a message here for you, collective, where you're learning to let go of control issues. You don't have to have it always together, that you don't always need to do things on your own. You can get support, you can find support, you can ask for support, and that is not a weakness. If anything, it's a strength. So find your own peace, find your own joy, recover well, recover in joy, recover peacefully, recover with the right people, and speak your truth to people with whom you can trust, because I also feel like you are incredibly precious people, and there's no point casting your pearls among swine. Bye for now.